Spit your journey, talk your shit, rap your game, talk your flow. Use your clip, hit the right one, step and we got the like one.
Spit Your Game, Talk Your Ish podcast, episode 15. I'm Bano.
I'm Poliano.
And I'm Winter.
Yo, what up?
Usual suspects is in the building.
Usual who?
Suspects.
Alright.
I got a little list, but you know, usual suspects.
Suspects.
What's up, y'all?
What up, y'all? It's good, man.
Another week.
Another week. We here.
We made it.
We made it.
It's a blessing to make it like a
Yeah.
week in 2020. Like
no,
it's like
seriously, it's like been very draining. Like I'm not gonna front. Like it's been like a roller coaster of a year.
yeah.
But the rest in pieces have been very, very, very draining.
Yeah, that's a
It's
fact.
like every time you turn around, it's something.
Something going on,
Something
right?
going
Yeah,
on.
make sure you tell your loved ones, your friends, your family,
That you love them.
you appreciate them and
spend
everything.
time with them. Do all of those things so that if something happened, you won't be sitting there like, oh, I could have.
Right.
I just wonder, it ain't nothing else to do than violent shit. Like it's a big world out there, bro.
It's not even
Plane
violence.
tickets
I
is
mean,
cheap.
It's not even violence. It's just people. Shit just be happening to people sometimes too. Like
Yeah, alright.
like you got natural causes, people that's sick.
The
Like
virus
it's just,
was like,
it's just all right. The RIP's just been coming frequently though. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't open my timeline without somebody that I know.
well, I know, I see most of the
Same.
RIPs
Yeah.
from gun violence. Like,
Right. So
I mean, at this point, no, I don't get it. I don't get why, like, y'all so angry. Why y'all want to be man? You supposed to be beefing or whatever when somebody stop me your money or something. Not
Like-
like oh, just for sport.
life is a beautiful thing. There's so much things to do in the world. Like,
Man, I got a flight to Miami for $50. 50.
you got unemployment going on.
50.
Niggas hitting SBAs.
Y'all
Like, bro,
wanna-
go
y'all
enjoy
don't wanna
life.
Go away. Y'all
Spend
don't
some
wanna
money.
I mean, only place you could go like out of the country is Mexico.
everybody's in Tulum. Tulum is like Brooklyn right now. My man is in
But
Tulum.
that's
He been in there
good, though.
he been there for 3 weeks. He said he don't know if he coming back.
But it's good.
I'm happy
Enjoy
that
stuff.
These people are
Like-
there. I don't care.
Mhm.
Like I hate that. Anytime somebody's doing something, oh, you're only doing this. Like I've
Mm-hmm.
never seen so much miserable people in my life. I love that everybody is getting money. I love that everybody is enjoying themselves, doing what they want to do, buying the clothes that they want to buy. I love every minute of
Right.
it. Like I want to see everybody win. I don't know why the hell y'all so miserable.
You know what it is too? I believe people haven't found their purpose. When you live in life
Okay.
day by day, you
Okay,
don't
but
got it
it's
figured
bad.
out.
Because if you was
Yeah.
practicing your odds,
Where the bandana?
Oh no, I gotta order some more for my boy
Oh, shout
19
out-
Keys.
yeah, shout out 19 Keys for-
I'm gonna order another crown. I'm gonna get them crown too, man. You know what I mean? She got the Dior.
okay.
Support black. Oh, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get them a crown.
Can I put the
What if
can
I
I
got
color you
can I-
want?
can
What
I
color
hang
you
it out?
want?
Can I hang it out my right?
No,
pocket?
it's a crown, not a bandana, brother. A
What
crown.
if I got it from the Looty Loos?
Yeah.
No, you gonna support a black. Us here
I'm
at Spit Your
supporting black
Game.
businesses.
Listen. Oh,
Talk your ish. We gonna support black business here.
Okay.
What
speaking
color?
of black businesses, sorry, my man, Style Before Late SBL.
I thought this was Burberry.
Oh, see, whoa, you see?
See, good quality
Nah,
right
this
there.
is not Burberry.
No,
not that
that's-
I'm against Burberry.
That's nice.
But my man Styles Before Labels. Check his page out.
Let's
He
not.
he
No, I'm just
definitely
playing, I'm just
you know
playing.
he
I'm just
he
playing.
shows love.
I'm saying though,
This is-
what about us?
This is good quality that I
I
like.
What about us?
I thought.
He gonna send us something?
Don't.
I paid
be
for
like-
this. I
All
paid
right,
for
we'll
this.
pay. Like, what's
Oh,
up,
that's
Style?
all right, cool. I'm not saying that you
SBL?
won't, but I don't want
No,
you to think
really.
this is hand me down. I paid for this.
Oh.
Nah, I'm
This is
saying.
good.
That's really nice.
Right.
No,
I
that-
swear to God, I
that's
thought
good
it was
quality.
Burberry. I'm not
Thank
gonna
you.
lie.
You hear that?
When I seen it, I
Yo,
was
King,
like,
you
oh.
hear that?
But
Thank you.
then when I looked over here just now when you said it, I was like, oh, okay. But I really
Yeah.
thought
I
it
need
was
something for the
Burberry.
chubby dude, like 2X. You know,
I
something
need
for
an
us,
extra
bro.
Medium.
See?
Gotta have something for the skinny
Thank
niggas.
you. Thank you. You see?
No,
That-
I don't.
We support black. I support
Oh, no, I
black
don't have
businesses
anything.
that I
I
like.
don't have anything black.
That you
business
like.
that
So
I
not your man that got the
The
Nah,
drugging and bugging?
The
I'm
drugging
not.
and bugging.
Yeah, I'm not supporting that.
okay.
I wish him.
that's still
success,
your
but
man, but you're not wearing drugging
Yeah,
and bugging.
I hope it.
But you know what the thing is? That's okay though.
Right.
That's okay that if your friend is doing something that you don't necessarily all the way agree with, they can still be your friend and you not agree with what they're doing.
Supporting black business is I see a quality. You have something that I like that you're selling, that
Right,
you're
but I'm
promoting,
not gonna let
and I'm not gonna
anybody
argue your
do
price.
my
If you
hair.
tell me, yo, this shirt costs $70,
Right.
Here, bro. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna debate. Here's 70 because I like it. If I'm paying for quality and I don't mind supporting.
I'm
You
selling
understand what I'm saying?
plain white tees, $50.
I got that already.
Nah, I'm
No,
not.
but it's mine. It's made by
It's
me.
not different.
It is different.
I'm
It
not-
got a
I-
visible.
I'm
It got
not
a
gonna
visible.
pay- right.
It got a visible logo when you go
Yeah, I
to
hear
the
you.
black light.
I hear you.
You ain't
No,
supporting
thank you.
that.
I'm not.
Making stuff
Nah,
Because you don't like that.
nah. I don't
Alright,
like it. You know what I'm
alright.
saying? You trying to get over.
When
it.
my shit pop, don't say
But
nothing.
I got a question though, because I see our page, Spit Your Game on
Talk
on
your ish.
Instagram.
Follow that page.
It's follow that page. We posted a question about how long should a female wait to get
Like,
proposed to?
how long you gonna be? How many years you would be with a man before he take you serious? Like, before you get a ring.
But how you figure he not
do you
taking
figure
her
he's not
serious?
taking them serious because of
All right, so look.
Like, who said, I love you so much, let's let the government get in
Our
between
relationship,
us
right.
and tell us that we have to be together forever. I don't need to be proposed to let
Thank you.
somebody know,
No.
for him to let him know that he loves me or that I love him. You don't have to do that because you don't have to. I just don't feel that the government is gonna tell me, oh, look, y'all love each other so much, look, y'all gonna be together forever or not.
Right.
Because if that was the case, there would be no such thing as divorce. If this was for real, there would be no such thing. Like, once you get married, that's it. There's no 1, 2, 5 marriages.
Right.
It's just one. So I can be with him forever. I can be with him forever and he never has to propose. What is it gonna change?
Now, okay, I understand where you coming from. I once answered the question before, like, why should people get married? Like, why you need a piece of paper
Okay.
to say,
Right.
Right.
yo, you like, we together. I love you, you love me. We're gonna be together. We doing our thing. But
Right.
today in society, due to, I believe, social media and movies and TVs.
Well, I'm not in that though, because I don't care about.
We're not
social
saying you.
media.
We're saying some women want, I say, a sense of security or
Yeah,
validation
but that's what
to
they
say
want.
that you
They
love
want-
me.
they
Like, that's
want
not good enough for
validation.
them.
They want everything that mostly the things that people do, they're looking for the validation from someone else. So everything that they're doing.
Well, they not
is
really.
like,
They looking for it from the person they in love with. Like,
no, it doesn't happen.
let's-
No.
where we
Because
going?
Because if me and Kay are together and we have, our agreement, our situation is what it is. If we on the same page, then it don't matter. We don't have
Right.
to validate.
I agree with
nothing
that.
to anybody else.
all right. So how do you like? So we'll just stay boyfriend and girlfriend for the rest of our lives
I'm not saying
There's
I
no
wanna say-
difference,
It
you know,
ain't no difference. What is
from
going to be the
fiance
difference?
to
I think
husband.
So
I think it
when
makes
they
it.
say-
What's the benefit to me? I look at it not trying to be funny. How does a man benefit from getting married? Because I look at it, we just talked about this. So we don't split nothing they have, right? The man take care of the bills and all that, right? But
Yeah.
we get a divorce, now you want half, right?
Excuse me, Miss
Right.
Fruitful, but when I
now I
met
gotta
your
pay you.
ass,
Now I gotta pay you alimony. I gotta pay you this. I gotta pay you that.
spousal support.
Right?
I'm
Like
saying you
so
can sign a prenup.
All right, and what if you
So
don't?
then, what is the point
The
of
average
all of
black
that?
person
But-
is not. Are you signing a prenup? If you get married, if you was to get married next year, you signing a prenup?
So don't put that on me, bro.
Nigga,
I'm not getting married next year.
But this is what
Well,
I'm
how
saying.
long you been with your girlfriend, and when are y'all getting married?
You fight. You should get. You about to beat. You beat your family up for her. You should be getting married.
Where's the ring?
The marriage should
She
be
got a
right-
ring.
Okay.
She got a ring. She got a ring.
But this
When
is
y'all
what I'm saying.
getting married?
But
I don't
propose
know.
at Somebody else event either. I hate when people do
I'm
stuff.
not.
like
oh
that.
yeah, don't.
I'm not sure yet.
do that shit
Don't
on
do
your-
that.
do
I'm
that
just
on your-
saying. Some women feel like they need, like, what's next for us? Like, all right, we've been together for this amount of time. You love me, I love you. We building together. We might be doing business together.
That might be
we
the
might
next.
setting goals, having a
That
family.
might be the next.
Right.
But I'm not
I could
saying
be like Yandy Smith.
Some women
fake
want-
get married. I don't care. It don't make me no never mind.
she fake got married.
See, they didn't really get married.
But some women
At
just
the
want to.
time.
But you understand
At
what
the
I'm
time,
saying?
right.
Some women want to know what's next.
Okay.
Like,
Who's
what's next?
Go.
And then you can ask, what do you get from? Like, what would you benefit from being married?
Okay.
I'm not against marriage,
not
but it's
against
not like
marriage,
the
but it's
end all
not-
be all
right,
for me.
right,
Like
right.
it's not like a piece of paper
So
not
when
gonna
they
determine.
get the ring,
Right.
and then they don't get married, so now what's that?
Because the women was, they was commenting saying, oh, 3 to 5
he's a
years.
grown-
One
he's
chick
a
said she
grown
got 6
man.
more months in her. So, do you really love him
So let
if you
him-
feel like in 6 more months
let him
he
not
don't
give
give you
it
a
to her
ring?
in 6 months.
Do you love
She
him
gonna be
then?
single. She gonna go with whoever, and then what?
But
I
then
don't think you could put it. You can't put a time on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say
rush that.
right. Like, you can't say, yeah, I got this amount. He got a year or whatever, because y'all might not be mentally there in a year to
Right.
get married. You understand what
So
I'm
the
saying?
love could be
Like,
there.
You could love somebody, but that don't mean you got to be with them. You know what I mean? Like, love doesn't entail you have to be with that individual. I could love you and realize that, you know what, it ain't
You
the
ain't for
best.
me.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it doesn't matter. I think that the timing has to be. It's never going to be a perfect time. It's never going to be a perfect relationship. It's just an understanding and a respect. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel women push that agenda more.
Of course.
Yeah.
Men, I think we just be like, you know, I love you. Like, I'm taking care of you.
You know,
whatever.
niggas, some niggas just get the ring just to keep it quiet. All right, I got another
Like,
5.
shut the
niggas
fuck
be
up.
engaged for another 8 years,
Yes.
nigga. You understand? Because people, and that's how you know that some females just care for the validation. Like, oh, I got the ring now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
I done
got
saw
the- I
chicks
got
that
the
be like,
ring.
I ain't fucked you or fucked you, but that's still my nigga. I got a ring.
Right? Like some chicks.
What sense that makes?
It's-
You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand that.
Weirdos.
You know what I mean? So it's, to me, I look at it like you can't put a time on that, because you could have somebody that you've been with for 2 years and then break up, meet somebody for 6 months, and they show you everything that you lack in that 2 years that you spent with it.
Kind of like that show. Like, you ever saw that show, 90 Day Fiance?
I love it. It's
Yeah.
my
That
favorite
shit
show.
is funny.
So
My favorite show.
That's-
My girl just put me onto that shit. It's just funny.
It's so.
I just think that you can't love hit you at any fucking time. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it'll hit you at any time.
Even with a friendship or anything, like, you could be friends with somebody for so long and meet somebody tomorrow that will have better intentions for you. So
Mhm.
people put time on everything, not knowing that time does not entail loyalty, love, or any of those different
Right.
types of things.
Right.
But 90 Day Fiance, it's, oh my God, it's like one of my favorite shows. And I watch every single type.
I don't watch it.
I watched the one,
Check
like,
it
they
out.
got one where they go to the other country. So
Yeah.
they leave from United States and
Uh-huh.
go to the other country and be with their spouse. Or they have the ones that come here and they have to get married in the 90 days or whatever. But to see these different people from these different cultures and backgrounds and things like that is so crazy to me, because they really think that we live the American dream. Like, coming to America, that's it.
Some of them be trying to get a green card. You
Like,
ask me.
that's it.
Right.
Like, they come to America and they're like, all their problems are solved. Like, that's what they be feeling like. Like,
Right.
it's so crazy to me. And I'm just sitting there like, wow, like, you should be in your beautiful country and stay there. Bring them over there. Even though, of course, like, the job type of situation would be different. But
Right.
those people,
But you gotta think that is like a culture shock. Like,
it
you
is.
leave your country.
So which one are you watching?
Well, I saw a little bit of both. Well, no, the one I did watch, everybody was coming. Like,
They was
the girl
coming
came
here.
from Brazil, and then the white chick went to Africa. The big,
Okay.
That was crazy. His family was looking at him like, but you
Right.
know,
African. I'm talking about.
Yeah, African,
completely
like, yeah.
African. He got like a white girlfriend.
See?
and he took her to the strip club for.
took her to the strip
she got
club.
mad. He apologized.
Oh, you talking about? Oh my.
Yeah, that was a funny episode, man.
But she's like an older woman, so they're like culturally like they want him to have a kid, and she's like she can't have a kid because she's like 60. He's like 20 something.
Yeah,
What?
he
But
trying.
he really.
I think he's trying to get to the
just
America.
Wants, he just wants a green card, and nobody can
Yeah.
tell me no different. Like they'll
See,
be
that's
like
different. Right,
arguing,
right.
and he'll just be like, no, don't worry about it. Okay.
Speaking
don't worry about it.
Speaking of shows, have y'all seen the Netflix in France that they came out with this movie?
I didn't watch it, but I heard
No,
about it.
I ain't.
didn't-
You know,
I didn't
I wouldn't watch it.
Right.
Right, exactly. I didn't watch, but I did see like different clips on Facebook of people,
These young
saying,
girls,
like
like-
boycott this or whatever
Right,
like that.
right.
Now I have a daughter, and P had asked like, do you monitor? He had actually sent
A clip.
clip of like a mother like beating her kid or whatever. First of all, when he sent that, I was actually in Burlington, and I was like, well, what the hell is this? Right? And then I see the end, and I see when they were showing like what she was doing, and I was just like, oh my God, like, where did she see that she would be doing that stuff?
Yeah, like
So
where
no, I don't necessarily feel like the mother should have beat her on the live. Definitely feel like she should have beat her, but not on the live, because I get that because the kids love attention so much that it's like they do everything for social media. I have to break you on social media for you to get the point.
Right.
I don't agree. I check my kid phone every night. You know what I'm saying? I monitor the stuff like that she watches. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like
social media.
Social media. Like, because her stuff is in my phone, like her information when she if she's like, she has a Facebook, but she doesn't necessarily use it. It's just like for her game.
Right.
So it's like I still have to monitor. Like still have to go in at
Let me,
the end of the night and be like, let me see. Or like, does she have friends? Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Okay, you have a daughter, right?
Yeah, too.
Two. Do you monitor? Well, do you call, make sure that you monitor what they do on the internet?
Well, my oldest, she's like she's a teenager, so it's like, truthfully, I don't. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't monitor. I don't go through her phone when she's with me. I don't check it or anything like that. I'm just now getting comfortable enough to
Have that
holler
convo.
at her in a certain way, like, you know what I'm saying. And it's like they're down south, so it's different because I feel like kids in the South don't grow up as exposed to
right. I feel
as
that
much
also.
stuff as kids in New York.
Up north. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you grow. I think you tend to grow up faster when you live in a major city like New York.
Right,
California.
I feel like they're like still outside
Right,
playing.
like she's still,
You know what I'm saying?
like she's still
my
doing
daughter don't
kid
even know how to
stuff.
ride a bike.
So you have that trust issue with her, like
You have
trust with her, not an
we
issue.
have trust. Like she doesn't, like, she's just now starting to really be conscious of what she wears now. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Like, asking me for certain stuff. Like, so now I'm seeing the change because she's seeing, she's in high school. She's seeing how these 11th and 12th graders are dressing and things like
Right.
that. So she's going from wearing a book bag to now she wants a bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like, so that transition, and at that age, she's 16. So at that age, I'm comfortable with that.
Right.
As opposed to if you had I felt like if she was up here, I would be dealing with that much sooner.
right, like
At,
weaves
weave,
and stuff like that.
She doesn't even ask for weave. She still get her nails that you could tell, like, it's not even like a major priority for her and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, I mean, I think that, you know, the world that we live in, I think it's just important that you do have to,
have structure.
yeah, you have to explain to them what is right and what is
Yeah,
wrong.
and I feel like you have to explain and not in a demeaning manner,
Right.
Or you know what I'm saying, like belittling them,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like people will receive stuff. It's not what you say; it's how you say it. I feel like kids will receive stuff more. Like if you, like, I try to tell London, you know, hey, you don't want to do that because, okay, not necessarily London because she's much younger, so I don't even have to have that. But Desire, my little cousin, she's 17,
Yeah.
so she can't talk to her mother the way that she talks to me,
Right.
because her mother is gonna be more like, this is my kid, you know, I want to protect her.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I don't want to protect her, but I want her to have someone that she could talk to that's
Comfortable enough.
older,
Right.
You know what I'm saying, that she could come and she could say, oh, you know, like she like boys. And I want her to know, like, you don't want to rush and just do stuff just because. Don't let nobody rush you. Don't let nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, be cool how you
be
cool.
cool, right? You know what I'm saying? It's no rush.
Enjoy your youth. Enjoy it.
Exactly.
Enjoy
don't
it.
rush to be an adult because
Right.
this shit ain't fun.
So do
At all.
you think I believe is a big difference between having that talk with a boy and then having that talk with a
No,
with a young female? Like, you know,
absolutely.
I think it's.
I don't
Absolutely.
know. I don't have like a lot of male.
I'm talking about speaking from a male. Like, you know, when we was growing up, I feel like the
You
way
was
my
pra-
mother
when
had
you-
to talk
when you
with
was
me.
young, you was praised for,
Like,
a boy was praised for having sex.
yeah, but the way my mother had to talk, you better wrap it up in your little pee-wee, nigga. Don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
burnt with bitches. And that was it. It was simple.
Right.
Like, with a girl, you gotta sit her down.
It's a more emotion.
Yeah,
with
because
her.
they might think they in love and then they
Right,
hurt.
right.
And then
Right.
a boy could gas them. Because I was that boy before. You probably was too. You know, you lied to the girl.
Brother, speak for yourself. I can tell my own story.
All right, well,
you don't gotta. You probably was.
I said
Is
you
this
probably.
Is this who you was? That's who you was.
I've been there before. junior high, high school. You
When
know?
he was lying to get the cat.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
I lied.
Junior high school,
Ooh, high school.
That was
Yeah.
so long ago.
Right.
Like it's game we ran. Like you know,
You keep
being a
on saying
kid.
we, you speaking French?
I'm talking about for the guys
Yeah.
who did run game. So
Right.
team
Right.
homies who ran game. That's who
that
ran game.
Right.
Mr. K never ran game, and you wasn't on the runners, nigga. You wasn't on the running team. That's it.
I
You
wasn't
didn't run
on the
no
running
game.
team.
No.
Nah.
You just said speak for yourself.
Right.
Was you on the running team? Yes or no?
Yeah, I was on the running team.
All right, so join me. You know what I'm
But
talking
what I'm
about.
saying-
Don't act like you
no.
don't know what I'm talking
I
about.
think growing up, and I think it's different now. I think when we was growing up, it was like my uncle. When he found out like I was, I had girlfriends. He would come up to my school and like, oh, you interacting with the ladies. It was like good, like I don't want you to be no homo. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that be the breaking of the ice. Like good. Now he like girls. Now we can have a talk about like getting pregnant, STDs and stuff like that. But that's how it is for us. Like and to me that's like now that's what you got to worry about now because you got things all over the internet everywhere. If this is who you are, like encouraging kids if you young and
Like when we grew up, that
wasn't
shit was
normal.
like, what? You crazy?
right.
That
so
was definitely like 1 out of 100.
right.
Now,
and now it's like
100 out of 100.
if
It's so,
I feel like if you straight, people are looking at you at the
like,
at
what?
funny.
You straight?
You're
You
not
don't,
gay.
you don't dib and dab?
Right.
No.
So I think that we have a lot more to definitely monitor and have to talk with our kids about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because one, like I said, I don't have, I don't agree with everything as far as that lifestyle as far as liking the same sex. But I don't feel like they should be discriminated against. They shouldn't be oppressed. They shouldn't, violent things shouldn't happen to them.
One thing at a time.
Yeah,
like,
one thing at a
Jesus
time.
Christ.
Yeah, but
They want to give
I
them
feel
more
like-
rights than they give
yeah,
black
I feel like
people,
I want to.
period.
I want to be able to. I want to be able to have that talk if it comes that way. I don't
Not
want it to be
in
forced.
school or TV.
Right? Like I don't.
Right.
You can't enforce like they're enforcing like homosexual culture like studies in school. Like they're teaching them about that. And
I
I'm like,
think that's not
I disagree.
fair.
I disagree
Like,
with
I-
that. I
yeah.
think that certain things have to be left to the household of the parent. You know what I'm saying? And you don't make it to where it's a trend. Like I think kids are saying that they're this way because some of it you want to follow a trend. Like you know what? I think that I'm this way now.
think I'm that way. Yeah, that's
a
not-
free spirit, and
Because
you can be
can't
that.
tell me that a kid that is 3 years old, 4 years old, is
Right.
like, oh, I'm trans.
Right. Like I don't get that. So that's what I don't believe. And I think that's
What
what
I
makes
don't-
you have to monitor what your kid sees on social media. But it's like how efficient can you be? Because you can monitor
can't, though.
everything
You
at
can't.
home, and the moment they get to school,
It's a wrap.
if
It's a
you have
different
if they're
world.
around kids whose parents are not taking the same precautions as you,
and that is
you
a
have to
diff-
deal with that.
Yeah, school is a different world. So you know
Well,
what I'm saying?
luckily,
It's like
they're
you know
being
that. Well, you know that.
homeschooled, So now.
But
Yeah.
that ain't, man. Listen,
But that's not gonna be forever.
kids going
though.
like you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people might be like, you know what? I'm taking my kid out of school, period. Because now they like, oh, they want to force the vaccine. They want to do this. They want to do that. I feel like now people are like, oh no, y'all not gonna just do anything to my kid. Like my kid is not no crash dummy.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have kids that I think social development is definitely going to become an
So,
issue
no,
now
and I
with kids not being able to interact
and they
with
need to
other
be in
kids.
school because they need to, right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
I feel
saying?
like so when London was 1, well, her turning 1, she didn't go to daycare at all. She didn't go to daycare until she was like 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But the change in her from being around other kids was so it was so good
Right.
that I get that. I get that the kids need to interact with other kids.
Right.
Because she was very like to herself. She
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to. She wanted to be up under me. That was it, and that was all.
Right.
And then when she went to school, it was like so different.
You know what I think about with like this like at home learning. What about the special need kids that how is that going to work out? That needed an extra teacher in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think that's like they got to figure
and
it
I feel
out.
like yes, because the teachers they have a different type of patience that they're that they're getting through to the kid.
Right. And
I
that the
just-
parents don't have.
That
because
I
my aunt
definitely
didn't have no patience with me
I
at
ain't
all.
gonna
So
lie.
I think that, but I think it all boils down to what type of school and the teachers that you have that's really taking it serious as far as doing the virtual learning and knowing that certain kids may need special attention, extra
Right.
attention, and taking that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like my
It's
thing
not
is
the
like I
classroom.
be thinking about the kids that you know who are in abusive households who are stuck home. You know what I'm saying? Now you stuck home with
All
a
the
parent
kids that's hungry.
that doesn't understand or doesn't have patience. Now it's even worse for you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like they can't get the homework, you can't get the homework. Now they yelling and screaming. You know, I'm against that parent beating her kid on social media,
On the internet.
you know what I'm saying? Because the way, like you said, attention is the most addictive, is the worst drug right now. And what if that kid just feels so embarrassed now she wants to kill herself because you done embarrassed me on
Violated
social
her.
media?
Like,
But because you are
and people are so cruel that you got your ass whipped. You go to, you know what I'm saying? Like now you getting cyberbullied. Now you afraid or you embarrassed to hold your head up. Like I'm not against that. I'm totally against. I'm against beating. Like if you want to beat your kid, cool.
Oh, we know you're against it.
Yeah, I can't beat my
We
kid.
know.
Like it's
I can't wait to babysit that Ace.
yo, Ace,
somebody else gonna have to beat him.
yo, Ace came here, man.
Okay.
I felt
I-
I'm
ran
on the phone with- I'm on
tornado,
the phone
son.
with him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you got the pen." I said, "Got the pen? Get the pen from him."
yeah.
Like Chucky, man. He just came
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
kicking
I mean-
through doors and
Jesus.
But I just think that you can't. I mean, I can't. You know what it is, and you know this is like some real shit. Like I grew up with my aunt raised me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because my mom's wasn't no fiend, but she was abusive. You understand what I'm saying? So I was raised in a system. Luckily enough, I had family that was able to take me in, and I didn't have to really go through
everything that some people went through.
right. You know what I'm saying? So my aunt raised me as like, you know, I look at my aunt as my mother. My aunt could tell me what to do before my mother could tell me what to do because that's
Right.
who really raised me. So, and my aunt never beat me. Like my aunt never put her hands on me. That wasn't my aunt. Like that wasn't her way of. She knew not telling me not to go outside. That was enough. So I'm totally against like hands on with kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm totally against like even verbal abuse. Like you know what I'm saying? Calling kids stupid, telling kids shut up. Like you know I hate when I see parents shut the fuck up.
I don't call London stupid or shut up, but I definitely call her a nigga and she hates it.
See,
I'm
that's
like, nigga, please.
right.
Stop it, nigga. And she'd be like, stop calling me that.
But that's funny though. I'm sure the way you say it, it's not like you know what I mean. Like you bitch
not
ass.
like,
Like
"Come here, nigga."
right. Like so.
Come here, pick
But
this cotton.
I think that and how you raise your kid is also plays a part in everything that goes on in this world. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you know they don't know how to respond to you, how you think they're gonna respond to
Right.
authority? How do you think they're gonna respond to police?
I never gotten a beating either. My parents.
You ain't get beaten?
No, I never got a beating. My mother is like so timid, and she's just not like an arguer. She didn't scream or anything like that. If we got in trouble, she called my father, and my father lived downtown, and he would get on the phone. Through the phone, I
Yeah,
was on punishment.
scared.
You can't go outside.
Did you
Okay.
listen?
Yes, I listened.
See,
I
that's
had
good
got
though.
so let me tell you, right? I'm not hard headed. I'm not none of that. My mother was like, my cut Michaela, she had got her ears pierced, the second hole, and I was like, oh my god, I want one. She had got a tattoo. And we was like 16. I was like, oh my god, I want one so bad. I went and got the ears pierced by myself, and they ripped my ear. So
Wow.
from then,
It was like
I was like, I'm listening to my mom. So
Right.
Why would I not listen? Now I got a hole and a rip in my ear. I'm listening. So my mother was like, you can get a tattoo at 18. And I'm happy because if I was 16, I probably would have got something stupid. Like Fabulous, because he was my favorite rapper. Like, and then I was just listening to, what's it? Call Me. And he was like, if you want to get Fabulous, tats on you, that's on you. I said, that would have been me.
yeah. He
You
would've
know,
that
at
would've-
16, I was like, oh, I'm going to get a Fabulous tattoo.
right.
So I listened to my mother. I waited till I was 18. Now I'm just sitting there like I could have got none of these tattoos. Now I'm trying to get them removed. Like I don't want none of these tattoos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm like, I don't like to make things. I feel like a lot of my friends, a lot of my family, like being surrounded with them, they're so difficult. They make everything so difficult, and I just be sitting there like, you didn't even have to go that route. Like it didn't have to be
Right.
this way. I don't.
But that's the growth though. Like that's the
Right.
you know, like the way your outlook on life is totally different because of the things that you experience.
Right, the
you
things that I
understand what I'm
experienced
saying?
when I
Like,
did not,
it-
because everybody, they just think like, oh, I'm some, gutter snipe
Mm-hmm.
hood rat. I come from a 2-family home.
Right.
Like both of my parents,
See?
they have great jobs. First of all, they don't even have jobs because they're retired.
Mm-hmm.
Like the stuff that I do, I didn't even have to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't have to.
Right.
So, okay, you ain't get beatings?
Nah. Like
You ain't
aside
get beat
aside from
No.
like me leaving my mom's, like my aunt, I lived with my aunt when I was in the 6th grade. I started living with my aunt. I ain't get beaten.
I
you,
never got
you
a
ain't get
beating.
beatings?
I never.
My
got
mother
ain't
tried
get
to beat
beatings?
me one day in school. The school called her. I was living with my aunt, but they
Yeah.
called my mom's, and she comes up to the school. So in my mind, I'm like, I don't even listen to her anyway. So I don't know. You was better off calling my aunt. She tried to beat me in the school. I'm like, listen, that's not going to happen. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I got to come here every day.
Yeah.
Do you want me coming to your job, making a scene, talking about you?
Do I come to your job?
Right.
Knock
So
the
that,
broom out of your head?
but that me doing that to her in front of the principal, that embarrassed her. She never came up to the school ever again.
Well, for me, I had it different. Like, y'all ain't get beatings.
bad.
I didn't either. I got fucked up. Like,
Your mother beat you
anybody
like a
that
man.
knows my mother, man, listen, when it was time for me to go in the house, I heard, Ricky, Paul, yeah, ma, get the fuck upstairs right now. Like, yo, my mother was 730 with the wordplay. If she was a rapper, she would have been like DMX. Like, she was hardcore. Shit, like, she'll curse me out, my friend. She'll say shit like, yo, keep playing with my smoke, bitch. You gonna feel my fire. I kick the motherfucking back through your nose, bitch. Make your ear bleed. You be like, what?
But see, but
Like,
how do you? But
it was
do you-
crazy,
Do you
like-
think that those beatings helped you?
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I used to do dumb shit, like bad shit. Not like off the wall, but just a kid, like bad, like, yo, wash the dishes. She'll go to work, be in there playing 2K. She go in the kitchen, cut the power out from the box. Don't use my lights.
Right.
This one day she told me, yo, watch the chicken. I'm playing. I'm like, all right, ma, I got it. She went to the store. I let the chicken burn. She said, you know what, motherfucker? You're not eating my food. Matter of fact, don't even smell it. My man, like, the fuck he? How you not gonna smell it? So, yo, man, God bless her. I miss my moms though, but like, she raised me tough. Like, pops wasn't around, so she know that she couldn't like raise me to be a man, but she did the best she can. Like,
Right.
I knew better. Like,
Right.
she warned me about she called the girls pissy tail bitches. Those is like hood rats to her, no good chicks. One time I had this girl, this was my heart. Couldn't tell Paul nothing about her.
It seemed like
Like,
everybody
I'm-
be like it seemed like all of them be your
Nah,
heart.
Fuck you
she-
up,
she-
huh?
Right.
She was older than me.
Okay.
At this time, I'm 18. Yo, she had a job. She was tricking on me. I'm open. I'm young. I pulled the scoop, the older thing. She was pretty. All the homies, the older guys on the block. Oh, I see you. I see you. All right. I'm feeling good. And then the homie told me, like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You ain't gonna never leave her. She gonna leave you. I'm like, well, that's my shorty, nigga. I ain't leaving. What? Hurt me. I was crushed.
Crying.
Yeah, I cried.
Damn.
Cried, boy. I was hurt. But you know what it did for me? After that, like, I got into my glow. So, this is my space era. I just started,
Took off your top 8.
I just started, that's a...
You know when you take a nigga,
Nigga,
when
I
you
think-
take
I
somebody
think-
off their top 8, it's over. It's
I
ill.
don't think I ain't had the top 8 at that time. It was just her.
Shit.
Say Uno.
Nah, son.
No, remember
Like,
when you?
It was just her and Tom. It was just her and Tom.
You did the background. You had
Yeah.
to use a coding. Just me and her in the background.
Nah,
But she
son.
hurt me though. But after that though, I started, I wasn't in a relationship. I was just
Yo,
dealing with chicks
was your first-
here and
what
there.
was your first
MySpace, you
heartbreak?
used to make our I remember you used to do our MySpace page. My shit used to be.
So you was
lit.
good. I only know at that time. That was called
Nah,
coding.
nah. Went to
Right?
went nah.
You had to get the
No, you had to get the whole-
You
listen.
had to get the code. Put the code. It was coding, bro.
Winston
I don't
used
know
to
how. I
have-
remember how it go.
have me and Mike my shit. I had the words coming down, the pictures rolling
No,
in the
really?
back. My shit was
Yeah.
lit. Like, I mean, my first
You know
heartbreak.
what though? Anything in
Pay respect to Tom. He started this shit,
Tom,
man.
it's Tom
really.
fault.
I could learn something. it. Like when I learn something, I can master it. Like but I
Right.
just have to literally. You know.
Niggas like
Like me, I'm hands
What was
on.
your first? What was your first heartbreak?
my first heartbreak. Oh man.
Fuck y'all, bitch.
Oh nah, I ain't gonna front. I matter of fact, I know what it was. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna say her name. You know,
Okay.
like fuck you still.
Okay.
I just want to put that out there. But this was junior high school. We dating and all of that. You know what I mean? We chilling. And, you know, she passed me the notes. I'm thinking, you know, we in school. I'm getting a note. I got something to read. You know what I mean? I'm going to respond to this note.
Damn.
I read this note. And she was like Rufus, like, you know, I care about you, but it's somebody else I'm feeling right now. He was in an older grade. I'm like, what? I was about to set it on this nigga. But I couldn't. Only reason why I didn't set it on the nigga because I just got off suspension. I couldn't get suspended again. I knew they was gonna kick me out, and I'm just sitting there. And the reason why I remember is because Mary J. Blige had just came out with what's that song? You Are My Everything, and that was our song. And then
Oh.
Wait, did,
that
when y'all
shit-
listen to a song, did it take y'all back to a place?
yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
hate her. I hate her. Like you know what I'm
me a
saying?
drink, T-Pain.
Like-
Yeah.
Like I'm like, damn. Like, yeah.
But I'm happy. I'm happy that happened
I'ma
because
play
like
it
Yeah,
over.
you gotta.
What was your
gotta-
first-
My
what-
first heartbreak. I want to. Okay, I was in high school. This is my boyfriend from junior high school, and my friend. I went to school and I went to King, and my friend went to school. She went to Canarsie, so she was like, "Oh, I'm seeing him." He's like, "With some girl." I'm like, "What?" I'm coming up there. I come up there. This is happening like in my face. I'm like, nigga, you came to me. Like you wanted to be with
You
me.
coulda left me alone.
You coulda left me alone.
Damn.
So when I was in junior high school, I had like 2 Afro puffs. I used to wear 2 Afro puffs like when I was in 6th grade and 7th grade. When I got to the 8th grade, my 8th grade birthday, that's why it's always a big thing. Like right before my birthday, I'll get a dramatic something. So I got a perm for the first time. I don't have no Afro puffs now.
Yeah.
I got my head down in a rack. Now, my brother was in school with me, but when I got to the 8th grade, he wasn't in school with us no more. So
Right.
now everybody's on me.
You was going to fight?
Shoot. No. I wasn't going to fight. I was saying
She
I
was
just
just
had
going
I
to
had
see her nigga cheat.
So did you like approach him?
Oh, wait, no. I'm not talking about that. Yes, I was going to fight. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah, I
I
was
was
gonna
going to
say.
fight. Yeah,
Oh.
for sure. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
My bad. Okay.
So, but I'm saying when I was in junior high school, my brother was in the school with me. But then when I got to the 8th grade, he wasn't there. So
Guys
now
is- guys
everybody
is
was like,
shooting
oh,
they
it's
shot.
free. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So all the guys, they wanted me in. And I was just like, oh, I choose you. And then when we got to high school, he was like with this girl. My friend told me, I came up there. I was like, what the hell? It was a big Royal Rumble. It was in Brownsville too.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brownsville love story.
So
Brownsville love story.
that was like my friend, but it wasn't so bad because then I got a boyfriend like right after it. He also broke my heart.
Man, he called 2 back to back.
Yeah, I called 2 back to back. No, I actually called 3 back to back.
You know what? I'm so
Shit.
happy.
You striked out?
And you know
I
what?
called 3 back to back.
And that and you not gay.
Wow, wait a minute.
But
you
that
know what?
wasn't really-
This might sound crazy because I really kind of caught 4 back.
You went
to back.
semi?
What?
But-
Oh,
Nah,
I
something
thought you
is
about to
wrong.
say
What's up
something.
with you now?
But
What did
no,
you- what
no,
was you
no,
doing?
What you doing?
Oh,
No.
4 back to back now?
Four back
Now
to back.
that's OD.
4 back. All right, so I don't know what the situation was the first. We was young. I
Right.
don't know. What
All right, but what happened in the 4th one?
The 4th one was
Well, hold on. What age are you now at the 4th one? What's going on in your life?
I was like 30.
Oh, you
No, I wasn't
outside.
30. I wasn't 30.
I'm
I
about to
wasn't
say,
30. I
you
was 20. I was like 20 something.
Oh, you a whole
24.
grown up.
You
I was like
outside. You
24,
probably
23.
partying. Some
Oh, you
probably
probably
crazy.
partying,
You
some
know
couldn't
what
handle
it
that.
is?
You probably
You know
popular.
what it
Some
is?
probably
I
intimidated.
am pop. Okay, so yes, those different type of things. I know that those bring, like tension into a relationship. And on top of it, you know how like guys are used to messing with a certain type of girl, a girl
Yeah.
that's gonna call your phone down. Like girls used to call my boyfriends, and I would be like, "Yo," they'd be like, "Oh, let me speak to my boyfriend." I'd be like, "Oh, you're my boyfriend, girlfriend." I say that to them. They'd be so mad, and then like the guy be mad, like, "Why are you playing? Like, why is this like a joke to you? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You're supposed to be fighting me. I'm not fighting you. I'm not doing nothing."
Right.
Heartbreaks, like on the chin, I take them. Not like I'm crying to you or nothing like that. I mean,
Right,
it's
right.
None of that type of situation, but yeah.
Damn.
I'm.
But you don't think that you being popular played a part?
No. I do
Like
feel
that's
that.
like
I
that's
feel
intimidating. Like
it is
niggas know you. A nigga
intimidating,
could
right?
be out. You could be out with your boyfriend, and you might see a nigga.
Yeah,
that's
somebody
really
told
your
my
nigga.
boyfriend. Somebody told my boyfriend that I'm somebody else's girlfriend. I said absolutely. Like, there's not a person on this earth that think that they're my boyfriend. Not one.
But why
person.
why would somebody do that? Like,
Because people are crazy. I don't fucking know.
People
He
be
probably
hating.
he probably made that up. I don't know. But
Wow.
for sure, you know, like even if we're talking and I'll be like, oh, I know him. You know, like if a girl be like, they know them, they be like,
Is it? Could you date a girl that's more popular than you? Like I'm talking about lit. Like I'm sure. Like it could be a time you out with your nigga, and you might really see a
mind
nigga that you
he's
know
he's
that
not
might be like, "Yo,
popular.
Winter, what up?"
Right.
Give you a hug.
so you
and shit
mean
like
lit
that.
as like she out partying, acting trashy?
No,
or
I'm just saying,
she just
like,
popular. Like when I go places, people know
Maybe
her,
when
like,
she was a kid, like she was lit. Like
so you mean
was
like if we go
outside-
out and the guy be
Yeah.
like, hey, what up? Oh, what up?
No,
homie?
she just really popular. Like people know
Yeah,
her. Could
like,
you
why
date
not?
somebody?
Yeah, why
but
not?
but that could be a breaking
It go
factor because
for,
you
like,
have
for a
to.
guy.
She got 10,000 followers on Instagram.
So
Like
niggas
people really
hitting
know
her
her.
DM up crazy. All
Of
type
course,
shit.
you already
That's
know
on-
niggas
but
is
that's on
hollering.
them. Like,
Nah,
okay.
as long as I feel secure, that's me, and I know that's me. Like the more people was hitting, that's a compliment for me. Like, yeah.
Of course, she don't be trying to hide you. Like, but I'm just saying, but a lot of niggas be intimidated by the fact that
Then that's on the man though.
right.
Then if you're not secure in your relationship, no matter how or the status of your woman is, like how popular she is or how good she look and how many niggas on her. If as a man, if you know you got that, you don't got nothing to worry about.
That's how
that
I
shit ain't
feel.
gonna bother you. Like,
Right.
Like I'll be sitting there with her looking at her DMs like,
Like,
this niggas is
let's
clowns.
check it
Right.
out.
You know what I mean? So
That, but you know what it is.
make
too?
sure none of your mans ain't in
I
there.
think that going to jail kind of made niggas numb to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Right, because you were like
'Cause you
away
was
from everything.
right, like, you was
I could
deprived
take-
that.
I could take a hiatus on social media, like, and not be there.
right.
But because y'all like, oh, we're gonna do the podcast, I stayed. But I would have not been on it. Like, I don't care.
Get low.
Like,
Right.
I don't care to be on it. Like, I be on my own page,
Like,
looking like, oh, look at these pictures.
I
was
feel like-
having mad fun this day. Like,
Right.
I don't have to go and be looking at other people. And I feel like because I was outside, I was really outside. So I have many memories with my friends, with my family, of us being outside. So this era that we're in right now is crazy.
That's
to
why
me.
when somebody say, yo, like, dude, you just started coming outside. That's really like true to a sense because like
Yeah.
stuff you doing, I did that
I
already,
already
bro.
did that.
That's
And I
not-
think
that's
that
not fun to me
I
no
think that
more.
plays a lot of what happens in the street because when you have people that's late off the porch, they feel like they got something to prove.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like we've been outside to where I was outside where niggas was fighting, getting jumped. Like it wasn't about getting a gun.
It wasn't no
Niggas
guns then.
Niggas
Exactly.
was like, all right, you got jumped. I'm coming with my block and we gonna catch you wherever
Yeah.
we catch you at. You understand what I'm saying? Like niggas was getting beat up. You really had to be nice with your hands or you had to be quick on your feet.
I feel like the kids now, they jumped over that whole like, oh,
Of course.
fighting. They went straight to, oh, like they listening to whatever these young boys is talking about in the
Right.
songs, and they like, oh, I gotta get a gun.
These niggas
I
getting
gotta
high.
I was just-
they growing up, it was not cool to be a fiend. Like
Right.
you was a fiend, niggas was like
Laugh
clowning at you.
like-
I was,
You understand
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like niggas,
What Eddie Murphy said,
if
yo,
your moms
mama,
was a fiend or you,
crackhead.
and they come up to the school, niggas like, son, you see such and such mom. That shit
Right.
a
I was just having
fiend."
this
Like,
conversation. Like, why is it that, like, when we was growing up, somebody said, yo, listen, go to school, don't do that. Now that we've been through life, our trial and error, we try to teach somebody, it could be a family member, a friend, a homie from the block. Why do people don't listen or take advice? I'm telling you, yo, Duke, what you doing, you're going to end up dead or in jail. I did that. I survived it. That's not the way.
you wanna-
Why,
I feel like
why
it's
they don't
also-
want to
I
hear
feel
it? Like,
it's
why they
how
don't take
you- I
heed?
feel like it's also how you say
Give
it,
the
like
message.
the what you're saying. Because of course I had people telling me like, oh, you don't gotta do this, don't do this, and I was just sitting there like
you want to know why I think the issue is?
doing it.
We didn't have social media, so you could tell me go to school and I would believe it. But then now you got social media, you tell me go to school, but I see Ray, who never finished school. Ray just got a new car. Ray up, bust down, Cuban. I'm going to do what Ray's doing because I
Right.
see it now. Like before, we couldn't see it. You might have known your local hustler, but you like damn. But you see it. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You see a nigga. It's hard for you. It's hard for you to tell a 16-year-old, yo, go to school. All that shit gonna come in time.
Right,
When you
like
see
go to
another
college.
when you see another 16-year-old, like I'm kind of glad I don't go to school now where niggas is Dior down. I'm paying $400 or $500 for a belt. like doing shit like that. I'm hustling to get a Rockaway sweatsuit. That was good enough for me. Now these kids today is really trying to keep up, trying to go to school with $2,000 outfits. And all right, if my mother can't get it, you know what? I'm gonna start scamming. I'm going to start doing this. Because you can see it on social media.
Yeah, but it's like, man, like they got to see the flip side of this lifestyle.
You can't make nobody see that, bro.
Sometimes the only lesson is.
All right, so you saying that every kid gonna go through that?
No,
I feel like you
not
have
some kids gonna
no.
take it the
I
right-
mean, you have kids that you could reach. You can have kids that you could really sit down
So you're
and
not gonna
they'll
reach
respect
everybody.
you. But you have to
can't.
come.
There's no way
You
you
have
can
to
reach
come to
everybody.
terms that you're not gonna reach everybody. You're not. Like we all was in a position where we really didn't have to do what we did, right? Like I didn't have to. I'm hustling because I enjoyed the rush. I enjoyed the money. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, Mitch?
Right. Like I enjoyed it. Like it's yeah. Well, they still love
they
me.
still loved you.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
that feeling, like, you know what I mean? When you go to that dealership and you like, nigga, I'm paying for this in cash, credit, what? Like, to me, at that age, if I would have knew what I knew now,
You'd have had property somewhere.
You understand what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Right.
Nigga,
Yeah.
like run my credit. Now you don't gotta run my credit, nigga. I'm gonna come back with the rest of this chicken for you at the end of this day. Just had his car ready. People, you had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't regret going to jail. I regret leaving my daughter, my kids, but I needed that because I didn't value what I had.
Right.
And sometimes it's unfortunate. You can't save everybody. You can't be, oh, I want to reach sometimes you gotta touch the fire to see if that motherfucker hot. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just, we're just fortunate enough to be able to learn from our mistake. And sometimes these kids nowadays, they're not even getting a chance to learn from this. They jumping out the window. They catching bodies. We niggas is hustling it. If I'm going to jail, I'm going to jail either for getting money or for protecting myself. These niggas is going to jail for stupid shit.
All right, so how do we as adults stop that process? Well, I know, like you said, we can't reach everybody, but how do we
You just gotta
start
make-
the initiative to stop that whole way of thinking?
You gotta make it seem like you
I feel like the kids need more things to do.
yeah, that
Like
too.
we had skating rinks, we was able
Right.
to do
We
different
had Empire
things.
on
We
Friday.
had all
You
of these
had-
different things. I feel
you
like
had
the kids
basketball
don't have nothing to
programs.
look forward to.
But you know what it is too? You can't it was a point where you had the niggas that was working, chicks that was working, like honest jobs. They was looking like suckers. You can't make once you make the working. No,
I disagree.
No, I'm not saying they are. I'm saying it was a point in time where the working people that was living from paycheck to paycheck, earning an honest living, you had them looking like suckers. Like people thought they were suckers. So that's what it wasn't. It wasn't cool to be a nigga that got a job.
But see, when you say in the hood, because that you got to let the people know, like, we coming from a hood aspect. Because I don't think nowhere in the world of a right person, like a conscious person or somebody that use common sense, that going to work 9 to 5, taking care of yourself or your family, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's being a real dude.
But you ask your average, you ask a 16-year-old in the hood that
In
sees
the hood.
another nigga. You ask a 16-year-old chick who sees an 18-year-old who's a bottle girl now making $5,000 a week. What, you gonna go to this nursing school or you gonna go apply for SUS? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to realize that these are how these kids are thinking now. These kids are aspiring to be bottle girls, strippers, and I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking nobody's hustle.
And
But if that's your end, if you stripping because you know what, I want to get this money because now I'm gonna take it and flip it, then that's your goal.
you got to blame their parents. If they are 16 years old thinking, yo, this is what I'm going to do because I see this person doing it, then that's the parents' fault.
I don't think you could blame the parents though, bro.
You crazy?
Nah.
Son, all right, what structure is you giving your kid that they're thinking that I'm going to be a bottle girl?
We live
What platform
because of
that
what
you
they see,
did?
bro. You got
It
the
don't
show
matter
called
what-
P-Valley that chicks are seeing that.
Your kid-
you are seeing.
love P-Valley.
You see, you're seeing bottle girls. You seeing girls that it's girls that went to school with these bottle girls that got bust downs. That
Your
this girl
15-year-old
just was in high school with me 2 years ago. Now she's up, posting a condo in Jersey, Range Rover, niggas flying her out. This, that, and the third. Why? What she did? She bust a lick. Got some kid credit, got her body done. Now she's lit.
Your 15, 16-year-old child shouldn't be watching P-Valley. Like, where's the structure from the parents?
So you trying to tell me you're gonna be able to monitor everything your kids watch?
No, but you just as your kid, so you're raising them.
I understand
Put structure
that.
into
So
them.
while
There's
you at
levels
work,
to it.
So they get out at
You
3
know what I'm
o'clock. They
saying?
home at.
It's
while
levels.
you at work. You get home at 5. They get home at 4. That let's just say that hour. That hour that you're not there, you can monitor what they doing.
So you're not responsible for what your kid do.
I'm not saying that you're not.
Yes,
but you can't
blame the kid.
24/7, bro.
But if you put the right things in front of them and show them as an example,
But
thinking on a hood mentality, like
No, I'm
you got to
thinking-
get out that hood
no, I'm
mentality.
thinking
Oh,
on
she
a
see
level-
the bottle girl. Every 16-year-old kid is not like that.
they're not.
Some parents.
My daughter's not like that at all.
Okay, so some parents put that structure in front of their kids. So now we
Or
all know the
not.
parents that don't do that for their kids.
Or not.
Some parents don't do that for
What
their
about
kids.
the kids that like? What about the kids that grew up that wasn't exposed to that but are still like that? What about you know kids who have both their parents who try to be tough?
It's not like being tough.
Or like being like Nunu from ATL. Like
Right.
she had all that
Right.
she could possibly
All right. What about
want.
that?
And that's a real reality.
But
It's kids that's
so
trying to get out and kids that's
her-
never been in.
That was
wanna
her
get
parent.
there
That was
and
her
they think
parents'
it's fun.
fault. That was her parents' fault.
No, that's what she wanted to do.
Right. That's not your parents' fault. I could give you everything that you need to be successful and be a decent, upstanding citizen in today's society. It's your choice.
At 15
if
and
you gonna-
16,
if it's your choice if
I'm
you're
not
gonna
gonna
do
front.
believe.
that.
At 15, I was definitely scamming. At 15, and I didn't have no reason to, just because.
So where's your parents at that you're doing these things? Like
they
that-
was at work.
My aunt worked at Kings County Hospital
My mother worked for
overnight.
the Department of Labor, and my father worked for the Department of Transportation.
I'm in the crib by myself at night. By the time my aunt got home, I already left for school. I'm up watching BET Uncut.
The box.
I'm watching The Box. I'm watching all types of shit. I'm outside. It's to the point where I was outside. The neighbors like telling my aunt, yo, I swore I saw Kyle outside at 1 o'clock this morning. I
See, but-
swore I saw him.
what you doing now? AC, you going to work, right?
Right.
He's not seeing you just sitting around the house all day, every day. So that's
Right.
what I'm saying. It start with the parent.
But
Now
my
you gotta
parents-
be on your kid because now that we know
My mother was
how
not
easy it
on
is
me,
to get.
But again, we didn't
You know what I'm
have
saying?
like phones and all that type of stuff like that. So everything that we did was in house. So if I was watching TV, I was watching TV in the house, which I enjoyed, like Punky Brewster, and I watched all the
Right.
white shows. I literally just started watching Martin when I got older.
Wow.
I just ate soul food when I turned like 14 years old. I didn't have it the whole time. I was raised like a Spanish person. No funny shit. But anything that I wanted to do, I had to do in the house. So it's different. I didn't have a cell phone to be doing my own thing all day.
Right.
I was like in the house if I'm on a house phone or whatever. So it is different. Now if they give the kids so much free reign, you can't even put a leash on them.
Right.
What you gonna do? Turn their internet off? That's the only thing that you could possibly do because
If your kid travels to school, they gotta have a phone
They
so,
gotta-
you could get in contact with them. That's a necessity now. Before, having a phone was a luxury. Growing up, when we was kids,
I had a beeper.
we had a beepers, and that was to make sure I had a beeper so my aunt could make.
I had a cell phone.
I mean, when cell phones started getting lit, I had a cell phone, but
My
in the
first
beginning,
cell
I had a
phone was
beeper.
that snake phone, like the phone.
Yeah,
that
the
had
Nokia.
yeah, but like you said, we had things to do. Like it wasn't.
That's
but
what I feel like because the other day I just we was all jumping rope and I taught my friend's daughter how to jump. She was like, I don't know how. She's 13. I'm just sitting there like at 13 I was the master.
Right.
You
because
know?
you had it was something to do. But it's like as black people as a whole, we have to change. It starts with like with us, like
So what
our
do you wanna
generation.
do? You want to do like
I just see people now. They like it's no plan. Like they just living day by day. Like like as whatever happened tomorrow
Nah,
happened.
I can't-
It's no planning.
but I
Like
can't
we don't
fault them for that.
plan.
I can't fault them for that. In this climate, this time,
It's
right
hard to
now,
have hope.
It's hard to have hope.
It's
It
hard
really
to have
is.
hope in this climate,
Because-
especially if you don't have good people around you.
I didn't say
Even
hope.
if you did.
I said plan.
Okay, but
You
even
have to have
a
hope
pla-
to plan, though, bro.
We don't know where we going. We don't know where we want to go. It's just that.
Let me ask you
Yo, I'm
something.
gonna get it how I live, day
do
by
this-
day.
We do this podcast every week, hoping that it'll take off and take us to another level.
See, no, you don't
So we,
hope. You plan it.
but we making it happen.
So that's not hoping. I don't hope. I plan it.
All right, we.
This what
plan
I'm gonna
it.
do.
No,
like
get
this
what
why
you-
I see. Like
I get what you're saying, but you're saying we have people that live
White
from day to
people
day,
like
right?
to go out.
You're not planning nothing. I'm not planning. They're not planning for 2 weeks from now because they don't even have hope for tomorrow.
But see, that's our problem. The white people planned everything. It was a plan. They didn't hope, we're gonna go get them from Africa. And then we
no,
gonna
the black people
hope
plan.
they could come over here. We're gonna hope we could dumb them. No, all that was a plan. See, that's the difference between us and them. That's why they still winning. They planned this shit out. They planned working. They planned working after they died and they kids, they planned it. We're gonna build generational wealth.
Right.
So I plan this for our kids to have money.
Right.
And for their kids to be working for us. So that's why I said we have to plan. Without a plan, you ain't gonna. How we gonna leave for the next generation? Shit,
Right.
they ain't tell us nothing. They were just living day by day. They was getting it. They was busting checks and schemes or whatever. There's no plan. That's what I'm saying. We have to plan in it. Listen. How we gonna start right now to build generation wealth for our kids? What's the plan?
Right.
Now,
Nah, that's
so
a
we
good
can leave a
point.
blueprint for you, because that's what you do. As a parent, I assume you leave a blueprint for your kids. You tell them the right way to be raised, and you teach them the best you can, and then you leave a blueprint. Now, if you take a child and they say they grew up in the system, now they grown, they never had that, they're gonna be out here making mad mistakes, and the mistake will lead them in jail or dead. So that's just my opinion. You have to plan.
Nah, I definitely feel you. You know what I mean?
know what I'm saying?
It's definitely not gonna happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? But that's a conversation for another.
Because
Another-
when black
another-
people's lights go
And,
out, they
yeah.
plan it. When white people's lights go out,
Nah,
they
see, you
plan it.
It's true, man. Like that's
Right,
That's
like-
just a fact. You have to plan that.
Oh, I love Dave Chappelle.
That's a conversation for next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm saying we can do it.
I definitely want to shout out, send my condolences to the 2 officers that was, they say ambushed in Compton. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm not really with the racist cops. I don't stand with them, but I definitely don't want it to affect. You already know how that's gonna affect people now.
I
you know what I'm
believe
saying?
it's
Like
gonna affect.
I don't condone senseless violence. I don't do that. So I definitely want to send my prayers out to their family. I don't know their backgrounds as far as officers. We don't know the details. So just right now, I don't want to be an advocate for justice and condone that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely want to send my condolences out to them. But until next week, we want everybody to like, comment, subscribe. We definitely going to do a lot of more interaction on our Instagram page.
Follow
So
our
please
page.
follow.
On
If
Facebook.
you have any questions or any topics that you would like us to discuss, like our opinions or something that we just want us to bring to light, please feel free to either DM us or leave a comment under whatever post we have.
We
that
on
you see up.
Spotify,
Yeah. What
Google
else?
Podcasts,
Apple Podcast.
Apple,
Yeah.
iTunes.
So
Please
it'll be
subscribe.
up on YouTube Tuesdays 10 a.m. and everything else Wednesdays.
Tuesday.
Everything will be up Tuesday. All
Yeah,
right, so
Tuesday.
everything will be up Tuesday. So
10 a.m.
appreciate y'all support. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And until next week, holla.
Your gun, talk your shit, grab your gat, call your clip, squeeze your clip, hit the right one. Got that weed, got the like one. We squeeze your clip, hit the right one.